You're watching Sports Final.
Well, tip-top of the evening, everybody, and welcome to this bittersweet edition of Sports Final in my last ever tag team pairing with this guy, Big Money Joe Morano, who's leaving us for the greener pastures of Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Congratulations, buddy.
Thank you, sir. We just got that snow today, and I just said I'm out.
Done and done.
Luckily, I have another job to go to, but since this is my last night, I do get the great honor of calling the game of the night at the Hangar. And if there's one thing you've taught me, sir, in these 3 years, it's that there ain't no party like an Orange Crush party.
Well done, sir.
Evan McGaffey, though, of Illini West, able to silence the critics right away, putting this one up and in for a quick lead for the Chargers. McLean Johnson, though, with the great find of Matt Atkinson, and he'll create and put this one up and in. Lids on the basket, though, tied up at 7 apiece after one quarter. The hustle award, though, goes to Reed Fulkerson. Check this out. After the ball is tipped loose, he taps it forward, and Johnson is able to finish the drive, pick it up, get the bucket and the foul. Here comes Illini West. Nick Driscoll, though, with a great dish down low to Chris Holtzclaw. That's good as well. Seconds left in the first half now, and Atkinson is able to beat the buzzer and splash this one in from downtown. Macomb, down 3 at the half, though, comes all the way back with some great second half play. They win by a final score of 49-42. Elsewhere on the Illinois scoreboard, Pittsfield goes to overtime against West Central, but to no avail. They fall by a final score of 57-49. Dalton Crawford leads Liberty past Southeastern 58-34, and it's West Hancock way too much. Paxton Harmon with 21 points as they take down Fort Madison 68-32. Chris.
Oh, you even sound like a big market talent now, Joe. Oh. Central Lee and Dave Hall's home debut just killing Maharishi tonight. Starts off with a little Kyle Crowder from the outside, 3-ball corner pocket. Then look at Dalton Bryant right here with the felony and the freebie at the other end. Good stuff for him. Everybody getting into the act tonight for Central Lee as they would roar out to a 17-0 lead in the first quarter. How about the little offensive rebounding cleanup work by Matt Kurtz? That's all good. And then Brandon Peasley from the outside for 3 of his team-high 16 points. All about Central Lee tonight as they win in a blowout due to the Hawks. 56-12 was your final there. Elsewhere in Iowa tonight, tough night for the Holy Trinity Crusaders as they dropped to Van Buren. 78-45 was your final. Joseph, Hannibal Pirates.
Been a lot of fun watching that Pew squad so far this season. Check out Bubba Williams on the block. Not necessarily a block, that's just a manhandling of the shot right there. Then at the other end, Bubba able to finish offensively. This goes in for 2 of his 16 points on the night. Guess what? Logan Hicks, he's got some talent as well. Great swipe and the swoop in for the bucket. He had 13 for the Pirates as well, as they are all over this Kirksville squad. Check out Pravon McBride with the good take, the bucket, and the foul. Not too bad at all. In fact, McBride is able to do it again, just running the point to perfection. Great finger roll up and in.
Ooh, pretty.
All over Kirksville. Final score 66-49. Chris, what's up in Monroe City?
Palmyra taking on Mark Twain. Chad Redding's team trying to pull off the upset tonight. Brock Butler having none of that talk. Starting off with a feathery jumper here. Although at the other end, the Tigers would answer, it's time to get Hardy. Austin Hardy. Nice roll in at that point. Good stuff for that young man, but Palmyra just kept going. Full court press. How about a little Luke Powell off the steal? Easy finger roll in at the other end. Then Darius Thompson. That's a pretty jumper, and that'll work as his team would build an 8-point lead. Brock Butler, though, was the deal in this game. I had him for 24 points, including the pretty reverse layup, as Palmyra gets the win and advances to the second round of Missouri's oldest tournament, winning by 23, 63-40 was your final there. Elsewhere in Missouri, Clopton destroys Silex tonight, 44-27. Scotland County wins a big one tonight in the Tri-Rivers Conference over North Shelby. John Stoneburner held, and we say that moderately, held to just 16 points tonight. Tell you what, the way that kid's playing, that's a yeoman-like effort. What do we got on the girls' side tonight, Joseph?
We also have Palmyra in action against Mark Twain on the break. Evie Miles is off the mark, but Katie Hinkle, no problem. She's on the offensive glass, and the putback is up and in. Later on, Katie Serban just gets defensive against these Tigers with the big swat. Palmyra jumps out to a 22-0 lead in this game. Check out this jumper as well by Miles. I hope my golf swing gets as pure as her jumper does right there with that time out in Myrtle Beach. Alexis Lawson able to hit Alexis Van Nostren. That triple is good. 5 points on the night for Dr. Van Nostren. Miles able to finish the fast break with the lay-in as well. Palmyra looking really good in the opening round of this tournament. Here's Mark Twain's Kayla Palmer, able to go off the window and in, try and muster up some offense in the first half. To no avail, though. Palmyra way too much for Mark Twain. Miles with 16 points on the night. They advance. Elsewhere in the Monroe City tournament, South Shelby, 7 straight titles and a championship game appearance last year, felled by Marceline in the first round, 60-50. So they will go off to the consolation bracket, and Jarrett Hunziker's Scotland County girls take care of business against North Shelby, 46-25. How about the Bowling Green girls paying a visit to Quincy, Notre Dame? And that's the Lady Bobcats' Kelsey Schurter with the layup. That's not too bad, but if you're going to be taking on the Lady Raiders, you need to fire on all cylinders, and Cassidy Giggenbacher does just that. That's up and good in the paint. Kelsey Schurter, though, responds with the three. Look at Bowling Green hanging with Q&D in the early going of this game. Tori Kuhn, though, she's got some perimeter game as well. The Lindenwood signee drops this one in. Great inside-out presence there. And later on, Jordan Frericks with the outstanding swat for the Raiders. Bobby Spoonster trying to rally up the troops and trying to keep them going. It would be tough, though. Lauren Christensen of Bowling Green keeps them in it. Still in the first half of this game. Later on, though, it's Giggenbacher over to Miss Genenbacher, to Jordan Frericks, to Miss Martin, all in the paint for the lay-in. Kelsey Schurter, another triple for Bowling Green, though. Quincy Notre Dame, though, stays unbeaten and wins easily by a final score of 77-30. Chris.
We've got some scores for you tonight from the Unity Tournament. West Hancock dispatches with Brown County 74-46. Game of the night, though, was between Western and Highland. Rachel Motley hit a three-pointer with, I believe, 15 seconds left to give her team the upset win over the Highland Cougars, 52-50. Motley and Ashton Luttrell both with 25-point nights on the night. Central Lee taking on Keokuk. Lane Wyrather's team with its biggest challenge yet of the young season. Keokuk going to work early on in this one. Taylor Burdett with a massive swat. But look at Rachel Dunlap just fighting and making something happen in the low blocks. You got to be stick-to-itiveness, kids. That's what makes it work. How about our girl at the other end, Tracy Keller, had herself a heck of a night. Nice to see her back and healthy. She was doing this all night long, beating people on the snowbird pass. Then, how about Jada Matheson right here on the low blocks? Nice bucket for her. She's not done. She's going to show you some quick hands right here as well, getting the steal off the offensive rebound, actually off the defensive rebound in the miss by Tracy Keller. Good stuff for her. Central Lee going to come back and take a lead in the first half after trailing at the end of the first quarter 9-7. A lot of it was Tracy Keller with the larceny and the layup. She did this a couple of times. Look at the pretty play fake right here. Whoop! Good stuff for her right there. Keokuk, however, just storms back in this game in the second half. Tell you what, Mike Davis's team riding high behind Alexis Lozano-Dobbs. Also having a really nice night tonight with Zoe Cavon. All about Keokuk tonight as they finish off the win and get a big win in Southeast Iowa tonight. 62-55 was your final there. A couple of scores to pass along tonight. In wrestling, Hannibal felled by Kirksville tonight. I believe the final on this one was 41-27. Kirksville, a very good wrestling squad. They beat Hannibal, as I mentioned, 41-27. Also, local college basketball on the men's side. HLGU gets a win over Ozark, 62-56. And in a score you don't see there, the Missouri Tigers won their 8th straight game to open the season, beating Villanova big time tonight. Hey,
not bad.
That was a pretty good show. It only took us 3 years to get one. You can put that on a resume tape, maybe get a job somewhere.
Maybe I can. We finally did it right. It took us long enough. Thanks for watching and sticking with us, though. I really do appreciate that. And thank you for everything.
Hey, it's been great having you here. You have been a treat. The people of the Tri-States will miss you. Obviously, though, free golf on Joe if you ever show up in Myrtle Beach. He'll handle you.
Visitors encouraged. That's all right.
All right, that's it for us. We'll see you again tomorrow. Joe's last ever show will be on Thursday, so catch him then. Have a great night, everybody.
Thanks.